Quit playing games with my heart. My heart. You'd only get that if you saw the last one. So I feel that is part of it. So maybe somebody played games with somebody's heart. And all I've been watching all weekend is people ripping people's hearts out and crushing them and they turn to dust. That's what happens in Once Upon a Time. Um, as my stomach rumbles. No wonder when all I've eaten all day is mushed carrots for lunch and avocado and egg twice today. But that is actually amazing when you've not when you've not eaten for 7 days. So my dad was like, "Well, you know what I mean? Was it worth it?" And I was like, 100%." And again, remember, I don't. Can I just stress? I don't do the 7 day fast to release the weight. It is a part of it, and I don't get attached to that because as much as I'm enjoying being I think it's just shy of £10 lighter than what I was a week ago. It doesn't last very long, so it's not if you're I would never do it for that, I mean, and because it's you have to be so disciplined, it's really not worth it for that. It's the clarity and the reset, and I do it because it helps my cramps be non-existent. Like it makes me not get them. Um, but you can't, yeah. Like I said before, you shouldn't even do it as much as what I've done. And so I've done the research on it. Oh my God, Mediumship Monday thumbnail has done me wrong. I need to fix that. It's not very often I do that. Wait a minute, what are we going to put? I'm going to make this less steep because it's a bit steep. Nobody ever uses this. Um, um, right. Can't even remember what I was saying now. Right, wait a minute. We need to find another thumbnail. We can't be having that. Fucking joke. Of all the things I would have done, why the hell have they froze it on that? It's quite funny that I've noticed they always like me to do Mediumship Monday with no makeup on. Not always, but the spirit world definitely like it better. Um, because you're more pure, you know what I mean? And you can see spirit coming out my eyes better. It's just interesting. It's just something I've observed over the years. Right. And I managed to get through that without crying, although it was touch and go. But again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with crying. There's time yet. This will probably make me cry. That'll do. I mean, that's better than certainly better than what it was anyway. Right. I was going like that, and the one that it's like, what? Excuse me. Oh no, my stomach's totally rumbling. Look, if you could just comply, I'm going to make. That's for the morning. I'll have another boiled egg, okay? Um. Right. So let's get the. It's very quiet tonight. Everyone's in the Cancer Moon feels. But I love you all, but to be honest, if nobody's here, that's fine. I'll just talk to myself for 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's usually how long it goes. And then I'll get myself my bed. Probably watch Once Upon a Time again, but to be honest, I probably need a break. I wasn't even paying attention to last night's episode. I was like, this is just fucking boring. It's just them fucking losing each other and finding each other, losing each other and finding each other, and fucking one of them dying, one of them, oh, it's all going on. Right, okay, so. be professional, Claire. Let's start how we usually start. So, Cancer in the fourth house can be for anyone. You've all got Cancer somewhere, you've all got fourth house. It's hashtag all the feels, family, mother healing, mother wounds, and specifically, I always pick up on, oh, that's sad. I'm sure that's, oh, wait a minute, what's the date? That's crazy. So, a song that's just came on the telly is one of my, so I say this happens every year. So anyway, it's Soul Family as well. But my friend that died when I was at high school, well, it was many people's friend and best friend. His anniversary was, I think it's the 5th. So it's the 5th or the 7th, I always forget, I'm sure it's the 5th. And one of the songs that was on at his funeral just came out, and I just always know when one of them comes on, it's him. So it only comes in to say hi, but it's just you're not making very much sense. What do you mean? Sorry, guys. If he'd watched the last one, he would know I've got no patience for riddles. Goodbye. Right. So anyway, moving on. But the song is, Lighthouse Family High. And it's just always get mixed up because there's a few songs that sing the same, sound the same, but I'm sure that because Lifted is a different one, isn't it? Or is it that one? Or there's another one that's something about Ocean Drive, and I don't think anyway, I don't know, it might not be. Now I'm down it. Um, how does that go? Oh, I don't know. But anyway, the song might be significant to someone else because it just grabbed my attention. But um and you see, cancer's actually trauma as well, and I can even connect with if that is that song. That is obviously a trauma of mine, and all the people that loved him. When that happened, um, repressed memory, all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, it's going to be quite sad. This, you know what I mean? They're just pulling me. The fact that they've just brought up that, even if that isn't that sort of like, that obviously makes me feel sad, and it's. I just feel this is going to be sad. But yeah, whenever I do the cancer for house, I always pick up on like narcissistic mothers or mother wounds or childhood wounds or like like I said, mother nasty females, mothers of any kind, whatever they are in the equation. Uh, and just with a few think synchronicities I was led to as well, I've just I pieced together like yeah, there's definitely manipulative sort of energies or you know, or even being mothered too much, like people that mean good but the others I don't know, something's it's going to come in it somehow. So right, we'll start as we mean to go on, and we'll pull what I've been doing for all the other ones, and we'll use these sacred site cards. So nobody's talking live right now anyway, so I don't know how many people are here. But we never truly know that anyway because it lies. So, but let's just see what card comes out here. So, this is where I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Well, actually, what I will share actually is, I've done a shamanic journey at the end of the Lionsgate portal healing. And like I was just sharing on Mediumship Monday, like Tani has wrote a review of one of my other shamanic journeys and her child one that's been there going strong 6 years since 2020. And I'm really grateful because it lets other people know how much that stuff helps and how real it is. Because some people be like, right, what's a free video on YouTube going to do? Quite a lot, because that's what it can do for people. Um, and that's why I don't think it wouldn't be helpful if something like that helps you. If you've never wrote something about it, it's not too late. Like it is helpful for other people and it's helpful for me. Because obviously, like, it never let you down, honeys has just come on. So maybe the message could be coming through from the masculine that If they've let you down in the past, they're never going to let you down if you give them a chance now. Especially actually because they were pulling my eyes to that. Abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. So let's just go with that box actually. I'll leave that for the thumbnail. Like someone wants a new beginning. I'll just grab a handful and my throat chakra went, so maybe someone's finding this hard to say. Um I find you incredibly attractive. Sorry, that card. That card's hilarious. It reminds me of that song. I find you very attractive. Would you like to go to bed with me? Remember that? So random. I find you incredibly attractive. If somebody came up and said that to me in a bar, I'd be like, thanks. And kind of like slowly walk away. I don't know. I suppose my reaction would, I don't know how it would be in the moment, but that would be awkward. It's just a bit weird, isn't it? I find you incredibly attractive. But what are you meant to do? Do you know what I mean? Oh, what did I say to be about? Yep, sadness. You cannot write this shit. It's going to be sad. It feels sad. Sadness, temptation. I'd say someone's tempted to get in touch, but they feel sad. They want to take their mask off. And this can resonate with male, female, masculine, feminine, blah, 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 blah. We all know this shit by now, surely. I'm going to keep those cards out by me for the thumbnail. So, oh, that's right. Yeah, hold your horses. That's, well, I've done it now, actually. Let's just see. 'Cause I'm going to do the place cards. What else? Chaser. Yeah, someone's going to start chasing. Balanced, restored resolution, because they want to come in to balance things after a betrayal, healing and a second chance. Oh, I love those cards. I wish I could find all of them. And she's got her tat out. It's quite funny. Really, like it's quite a funny picture. Release the past, change. Oh, all of them are amazing for the thumbnail. Oh no, we've already got. I'm just going to pause now, right? We all know I like to end up changing it, but well, to be honest, that's quite quirky. All of them are right. She's got her tat out, so we can't even put in that one. But um, somebody wants to make amends. Venus and Libra will help with that. They're feeling very sad after they abandoned you. You know, just for a change, same fucking story. It comes up no matter what fucking cards I use. Annoys me too, but um, but they're ready to take off their mask for a new beginning. I think if we do abandoned, healing, second chance, and then sadness. Oh God, sadness, sadness, and new beginning. God, I'm really hungry. Oh yeah, what's the words to that again? Oh, you can't even see the bottom of that. You can't even see the words. What the fuck? Can't even see the words. There's no point in that. That's annoying. What a wicked game to play. Chris Isaac, wicked game. Oh, I don't want to fall in love with you. But I don't know the rest of the words. I need to read the lyrics to see. Right. He's quite handsome, isn't he? Is that Chris Isaac or is that the. Yeah, it must be. He's the one singing. Yeah, you can't really see the words, but I just honestly like whatever. Let's do the next bit before I forget that I'm meant to be doing that. But I do just want to see what. Oh my God, I hope somebody comes on. Boring doing it myself. Um, the world was on fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed I'd meet somebody like you. I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. No, I don't want to fall. No, I don't want to fall in love. This world is only going to break your heart. No, I don't want to fall in love. This world's only going to break your heart with you, with you. This, and then what a wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say you never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do to make me dream of you. And then it's just the same thing. Oh, I don't want to fall in love. So this guy's pissed off that he's fallen in love with her. Make that make sense. Okay, so breathe in, telling yourself relax, and breathe out, telling yourself release. Breathing in. God, this is a very sensual video. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, release. Oh, she's a model. I think that might be Chris. Is that Chrissy Hind or something? I know I need to check that because I just don't. This stuff just pops into my head, and I'm like, I didn't spell it right. Is it? Oh no, it's not. I was way off. It's fine. Helena Christensen. What did I say, Chrissy? She's a singer. Oh well, Chris. You know what I mean? I was nearly right. Her surname's got Chris. Yes. Anyway, so before I get distracted again, written in the stars has just come on. So very Lionsgate portal. Breathing in, relax. Oh, breathe. Oh my God. Breathing in, relax. Breathing out, release. Breathing in, relax, and breathing out, release. And I want you to begin to imagine a cloud of mist forming above the top of your head. And that cloud of mist has the power to dispel any negative energies or entities or anything hanging about your aura that doesn't serve you at this time, especially any bad juju or just challenging, annoying situations that might have happened to you over the weekend, because it seems to have happened to a few of us. And if it didn't, thank yourself lucky and be grateful. But we're not out of the woods yet, right? We're on the eclipse in a couple of days, and then we're in eclipse season. And so just keep your prayers out there. So, and like I said, we're sending prayers out to Colombia in particular because of that earthquake and everywhere else in the world that needs it. The energy falls down over the top of your head, and then I'm actually just going to say, let's imagine. Now, it might be bad taste to say tornado, but it's a energetic tornado at the top of the head, going all the way down from the top, all the way down, all your chakras, all the way at your feet, and the roots of the tree go down, 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 all the way at the bottom of Mother Earth, however you imagine that to be, and just release, release, release all the heaviness, whether you had a stressful weekend or you're feeling the intensity, because what I haven't mentioned is this is actually the dark moon. So whenever it's a dark moon and I'm doing a live, I'm always a bit moody, a bit in my shadow, a bit, you just give zero fucks, you're a bit less kind of tolerant to things. And what I mean is, when I say I'm in my shadow, it doesn't mean I'm like, oh, like pure, not being nice. It just means like like I can't be bothered. Like I've got less patience. Which it's um yeah. But again, I actually was very jolly because Emma helped. And you can watch the other one to see what I mean by that. Bless me again. I think it's because I've got that on. It's actually a wee bit chilly in here now, but I'm not turning it off because then I'll get cold again. So Um, and disconnect with Archangel Michael, all the heaviness, letting it all go, and the world stuff because it's not yours to carry. And Cancer Moon is when we carry the weight of the world, especially natal Cancer moons. That's their burden. So release, release, release. And we appreciate you, natal Cancer runes, and any Cancer placements actually, because it is, you soak up a lot. And then connect to the new earth of peace, calm, abundance, balance of the masculine and feminine, pulling up what you need, setting an intention, and we're setting an intention that the strongest message for the strongest group of collective that need it, meaning, you know, a, a group of twin flames that are in need of the channeled messages that are going to come through. Because I said, like I said, I knew it was going to be about sadness. I knew it was going to be, well, there's no proof of that yet, but I feel, you know, I always bring things to do with manipulative women, basically, because that's like the shadow of Cancer energy. So we'll just see what comes through. And we have Teotihuacan. So don't know if I'm saying that right, but looks kind of Egyptian. I'm sure that's a pyramid in the. I think I have peeled that one before. Oh, wait a minute. Where did we get to? Yeah, so I'm going to count from 10. I'm going to get to 2. You're going to think about your eyes. When I get to 1, you're going to open your eyes. Wide awake, if you even closed them. Just for the people that did. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Think about open your eyes. 1, open your eyes. Wide awake. And that is the card. And I'm just going to search for it. Because it doesn't really seem to be in alphabetical order. So I just do this until I find it. To the end. Oh, I think I just went past. Right, okay. Energy. Oh God, shit! That page is coming out. Energy focus potential location near Mexico City. Okay, so the pyramids are underlying tunnels of Teotihuacan were built nearly 2,000 years ago on top of earlier structures of the unknown origin. Under the Pyramid of the Sun, a man-made tunnel leads to a cave regarded as the entrance to Exbalba. I don't know how to say that. Sacred underworld. And so again, that's the sadness card because that, you know, depression, dark night of soul, someone's been in the underworld, the lower world, and shamanism, like not feeling good. I think we all know what that means. Um, uh, place where the gods were born. Teotihuacan means place where gods were born. Notice the delicately carved mask depicted on the card. This mysterious artifact was found buried in the foundations of the Pyramid of the Sun. Masks are worn for protection. Oh my god. That's pretty crazy because we've got um, take off your mask. So that's quite interesting. Masks are worn for protection, disguise, entertainment, and ritual, and have been used for thousands of years to represent the ancestors. What use are your? Oh, hang on a minute, that's a bit crazy. What use are your masks to you? So bear in mind that's a different card that I pulled after them. Are you pretending to be someone you're not? It's time to walk the avenue of the dead, leaving your false mask behind and declare the real you. Meditate on the four-petaled flower symbol representing the four chambers of the Pyramid of the Sun, sacred cave, in order to elevate your awareness of your past, present, and future lives. Bear in mind, if you're watching this on the replay, I have already titled this before knowing what it was going to be about, based on an episode of Once Upon a Time I watched, because I knew it was going to come into this. And I titled it Decisions. Decisions that change your life, instant timeline shift. So I might add in at the end past, present, future, because that's what I meant by that. Like past, present, future lives. That's exactly what Once Upon a Time is about. Because where I'm at is they've, like I said on that one before, the ones from the future have went back to the past. Ah, so I suppose that is like Back to the Future. But you know what I mean. And they've got to hide, like one of them that was in that past has got to hide from his other self. It gets all really confusing. Um, Know that you are on a journey to unify all your lifetimes and become a complete and creative individual, ready to bloom fully as flowering on the perfect human soul. But to translate, what it means for this modern day is if you're experiencing your past and your present and future visions merging, well, it's because some of you are ready for that to manifest. Like, stop leaving things as a future vision and it's time to bring it into the now moment. Like, take your power back. Like, you can actually make some of the things that are in the future happen now. The things that are within your control. Um, like, not let fear get in the way. Um, right, the present energy, middle world. As you gaze at the card, you see the incredible complex spreading out before you as you were standing about atop the pyramid. Oh, wait a minute, you turn it off now, that's cold. And looking down the Avenue of the Dead. The city flourished for 1,000 years, but when the Aztecs arrived in the 1300s, they found the place abandoned. Dozens of pyramids stand either side of the mile-long Avenue of the Dead. At the end of the temple, Quetzalcoatl, Kukulkan to the Maya, the Aztec god of learning and knowledge, who appeared as a feathered serpent that could fly between worlds. Um, does this ancient world call to you? Do you sense the seeds of your highest potential germinating within you? If the answer is yes, then now is the time to allow yourself to grow into the person you really are, free from all the past constraints, and we got release the past. Start by trying this visualization, the visualization right. Okay, oh, because I'm going to have to put something in about removing your mask because the visualization is called removing your masks. um, right, upper world potential. Great goddess Teotihuacan, the fertility deity depicted on murals of the Tepan Titla. It says that, but I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Compound calls to honour your inner wisdom, to open up the visionary sight and recognise your abilities. Calling the attributes of her associates, the jaguar, the owl, and the spider. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. The jaguar and the owl are 2 of mine. The spider, I don't mind spiders, but it's not one of my main animals. It's not an animal either, but you know what I mean. To help you, great goddess Teotihuacan will destroy what no longer serves you. But you see, that's why they've picked me to channel this message and pick that card, because the jaguar's like one of my main ones, and so is the owl. Um, so, which means some of you may resonate with them. Well, I know some of you do. To help you, great goddess Teotihuacan will destroy what no longer serves you. She has come into your life to help you realise that you can make the changes you need to make. This is a great time of fertility for you. Become the spider and weave your life the way you wish it to be now. Okay, so if you wish to do the little visualization, removing your masks. Imagine that I would close your eyes again, okay? So we just cleared the energy with what I've done before, but close your eyes again, inviting you to. Goo Goo Dolls Iris is on. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. That's totally about that. Anyway, close your eyes. So imagine that you're walking through the ancient tunnel that leads below the pyramid of the sun. Kind of spooky wooky when we're in the Lionsgate portal and it's all about the pyramids. You continue until you reach the cave that is the entrance to Exbalba, the underworld. And I still don't know if I'm saying that right, but we'll carry on. As you enter the domain, a mask hangs from a wall to mark the entrance to a huge space where groups of people from your oh god, where groups of people from your past and present await you, such as work colleagues, friends, neighbours, and family. As you greet each group, be aware of your behaviour. Are you adopting a mask to fit in? If so, stand before the group and remove your mask. Right, I'm sorry. I need to get that card for the thumbnail. That has to go on it. Because this seems like a key. I'm pause for a second while we can't be having that not in the thumbnail when it's going when I've pulled two things about it. Anyway, so um so remove your mask. Come on, you two. You in the back, you that's not removed it. Allow these people to see who you really are. What are their reactions? How do they make you feel? Maybe you're nervous, insecure, intimidated. Or perhaps you feel the fabulous freedom of not living a lie anymore. This really connects to the divinely timed one I done earlier today. I would say, because it was about breaking free of, what other people think. Complete this process with each group in turn. When you've finished, you notice a great mirror. As you look at it, see yourself free of all your masks. Embrace the person you see now and revel in your potential. Open your eyes. Hopefully none of you are that prone to going into a deep space that I needed to count out again for that one. I'll trust not. Wakey wakey if you fell asleep. And again, remember, cancer's about sleep, so I'm not surprised it's quiet. Everyone's fucking crying, do you know what I mean? Or moody, and I hear you, sister, brother. Right. So send sagey vibes out to the people that need it out there. Give some to me. Right. So let's identify. So we've already. Oh, wait a minute. Just before we get in it, I'm just going to. I know I'll change my mind again, but I could. What does it say? Decisions that change your life, instant timeline shift. So it's basically somebody that wore a mask is taking it off and they're going to start chasing you. Now, chasing you doesn't need to be like hounding you and like being really annoying. It's just kind of like this person's going to put in effort. Um, yeah, the runner becomes the chaser. And in more extreme cases, if it is a case of the person isn't going to listen the first time, they're not going to give up. I quoted something like that. And the last one, it's like, because that Henry guy says, not Henry, that's the son. What's his name? Neil says to Emma in I feel Neil's a significant name to someone too, because that's not a name you hear it. Well, I suppose it is a kind of common name, but it's like, I heard that somebody else too. But he's like, I'm not going to stop fighting for you. You know what I mean? Um, I'm going to keep them there. I don't know. Let me just check. Nobody's here. You can't see. Oh, you can't see, but you can see the mask. That's just going to have to fucking do. Right. So let's identify the feminine. And to be honest, I don't know how quick I can really go through this, but I'm going to try because nobody's here. I'm like, maybe it doesn't need to be the 2 hours and 20 minutes. Right. So when I do this, this is the feminine or the masculine's feminine side. Oh, look, there's Brian Adams. Everything I do it for you. And I've been watching Robin Hood on Once Upon a Time. So although he's not made married and he's hooking up with the evil queen and he doesn't seem to bother about her past. I mean, oh God, don't tell me that. Oh my God, don't tell me that's got something to do with it. You see, I'm not joking when I'm saying that. That could, if we make that in a modern way, somebody could have been like, with a really like evil person or like, like a narcissist or something and not realized it or kind of ignored what everybody said or something because it's not quite like that in Once Upon a Time. Like she's meant to be getting a second chance. And I mean, this does say second chance, but if you, oh, sorry, that's falling on the floor. The thumbnail's the thumbnail because I'm not picking that up. Um, it's, there's something in that. Gambler. So yeah, what I was going to say is the cards that come out here is this is either the character of the feminine or the masculine's feminine side, or this is people around them. So gambler, willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you. So I would say that feels like a typical divine feminine. So absolutely, that is like a strong divine feminine trait that to follow your intuition even when others are doubting you. Because look, I mean, that is actually perfect description of the twin flame journey. Like I say all the time, you can look like you're batshit crazy and you're talking out your ass and until it all comes full circle and makes a wee bit more sense. Um one day. Um Sooner for others than others got. Sooner for some than others. Right. Let's just get one for the mm, when I do this and I'm like, let's get a masculine card now. Now remember, this can be people around the masculine. It's in the shadow. Reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. So the masculine was cold and aloof, and they abandoned and betrayed the feminine. Completely different from what we pick up on all the time. Only joking, not really. It's exact same energy. Right, let's get a card for the feminine now, or you can tell us about some of the karmic energies. Oh, that's loads, but nah, I'm not feeling it's too many. I'm not feeling it's too many. I'm not feeling it. Give us just one or two. I'm not taking like five. I don't usually do that, but it would take forever and I didn't feel it very strongly. Give me one for the feminine or the people around the feminine. Right, right. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Now that's not a divine feminine. So I would say in the past, if you're in this divine feminine group, because not all of you will be, male or female, like in the past you could have like not saw that you were being manipulated by somebody, basically. And like, if they were sort of passing judgment on what they thought was best for your life, you were going with it. That can also be the masculine's feelings. So that could bring in the, toxic female energy, whoever they might be. And again, just to stress, I pick up on toxic female energy in Cancer Moon because Cancer is well, it's specifically the mother and its family, but it is female energy too. So that's why I say that. I do tend to pick up on the shadow of it more than the rest. Right, something about the masculine or around the masculine. But you see how actually that already coming through, if someone's cold and aloof and detached, it would make sense that they had a manipulative female around them. Because you need to protect your energy from someone like that. Bully. Now, we're not going to put that in the thumbnail, but for fuck's sake, that's one of my narcissist cards. So, yeah, it's just what I've said because they talk through me. So, it highlights your tendency to intimidate others, helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. That's upright, but it didn't come out upright, so it is even worse. Conceals deep fears behind verbal and physical abuse. So, yeah, basically, like, this will be different for different people, but if this resonates with you, if you're the masculine, so a male or a female, and you resonate with the masculine energy more, which if you're new around here, to this day, there's not to this day. I'm not going to. That's too dramatic. That's too Leo. Every time someone shares in the chat, everyone always resonates with the masculine around here. That's what way it's been for years. Um, and even when somebody thinks they're the feminine, when they start sharing more, or when they talk to me in a person, they realize they're not, and it's like, you can have similarities with the divine feminine, but it's clear to me that you've lived the divine masculine journey. Like that's just the way that, that's the way that I understand. Like I've not really met too many true divine feminines, and I also haven't seen too many true ones on this platform. And there's a lot, so you work it out. But there are some real ones out there. There's a lot of fake ones. And they all end up falling at some point. Like they all end up showing their true colours. Um, so this masculine at some point, however long ago, either past, present, hopefully not their future, has a bully around them. So they're very cold, aloof, and detached. Now, that could be somebody's partner, that could be somebody's family member, like a mum or another family member, or a shitty pal, a frenemy. But why the fuck would you keep a friend like that? But again, people do. If you've had somebody you grew up with your whole life, people are, oh, it's just such and such a great. Well, get them to fuck. Do you know what I mean? Like boundaries, but a lot of people don't do that because it's just loyalty and all that. But it's really bad self care as well, though. But anyway, if you've not been taught that, it can be difficult for people to get out of things like that. But that's kind of what I'm picking up on. So it makes sense to me that if the feminine's someone that follows their intuition, even when others doubt you, um, also has, and you also have empathy because you've been around manipulation too. You've both been around similar kind of energies. So if this is both your past, you've both been around kind of similar energies, like narcissistic kind of energies. Right, is there anything else you want to tell me? So, like I said, that can be anything from that's people in your family, or that's like, you know, people that you're around now, like partners or exes or something, so you can piece together whatever makes sense. Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life, but that's the tower coming in. Powers, blasts, and all this out the water. Pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. That sounds narcissistic too. It's like, yeah, it's just like I'm picking up on whoever this is in the masculine life. I mean, it could be femme too, but it's like kind of cruel, kind of somebody that just kind of thinks they know it all. That would also be the shadow of Leo season, which we're in right now. Actually, that would be the shadow of this energy. Like Leo sun in the ego, egotistical, I know it all. Look at me. Cancer moon, manipulative. Do you know what I mean? The bright side of it would be shine your amazing Leo light and creativity and fun spirit and be a kind and caring person. You know what I mean? It goes both ways. That's my skill to break it down with the light and the shadow. Right, what else? See, and that there, what I just chipped in, I do that all the time. That's not me being big headed. That is my skill. I'm good at doing that. Like I've loads of people have said that to me that are very high up in their field and stuff. It is. I just see everything yin yang. Like whenever, whenever not everyone's all love and light, and not everyone's all shat. Well, actually, I take that back. Some people in this world are very dark, and I can't find the light in them. Especially, I'm not going to go into all the nitty gritty, but I cannot believe how many horrific, like, kind of more sort of just like things in the UK. Like the news stories are just getting more and more gruesome. Like things like that just make me realise why I stay in the house so much. And yes, cancer is the home, but anyway. Sorry, that's a bit depressing, but it is true. Like it's just innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. Yeah, so I definitely feel this is going to speak to a group of people where you've got a special connection with the divine. You could be very sensitive. Again, there's nothing wrong with sensitivity. It's a beautiful gift, and cancer is about being very sensitive. This feels very connected to what we're saying in the other one. Um, but what it does mean is, like I said, if you're that kind and caring before you learn your boundaries, you could be very easily taken advantage of from everyone in your life. So yeah, the destroyer, the tower needs to come in and sort that out. Hmm, kind of empowering, really. I know it's sad, but it's kind of empowering. Right, so past. Right, let's see. What happened in the past now? Brace yourselves. This deck's got very interesting cards in it. What happened in the past? Oh God, it's that guy again. This is getting quite funny that it's like, I can't believe that. Like, again, I'm going to do my thing, but look, all those cards, and I'm sure the last live or one of the, I'm sure it was the last one though, when I was at that bit for the bit, that guy fell out. Look, evidence. Law enforcement, temptation, criminal history, avoiding the 12, and he's handcuffed. Now, okay, it could be literal for some people, everyone's got a past, but I feel it's mainly someone feeling guilty because the guy's got his head down, feeling guilty for abandoning you. And perhaps realizing, that perhaps from the influence of bullies in their life, like narcissists. Although I always add on, we have to take personal responsibility for our lives, but so that's what the feminine's on the receiving end of in the past, unless this is your present. And they are obsessed, holding on, can't let go, clinging. Like, unless that is you, because to be fair, this was on the feminine side, and that, it is, isn't it? That is so clever that they've just put that on. Shakespeare's sister. Oh God, so we could have a family member thing there, sister. Again, once again, trigger warning. If you've got an amazing relationship with your sister, that's obviously not yours. But that I actually don't make that about. So what I make that about is like a karmic energy and a twin flame, like energetically fighting over a masculine because it's a man and it's two sisters. God, unless we're going EastEnders and sisters are fighting over people. But it's like could be that, how do we know? But it's like stay with me. I think he's actually dying though in it. And it's like, but you know what I mean? They're like, she's all the light one that's singing just now. It's called Shakespeare's Sister, Stay. I'm sure most people know it, and I've channeled this before. But then the dark one comes in, and she's like, you better hope and pray that you make it safe back to your own world. You know what I mean? So it's meant to be like the light. That's exactly what I just said. Yin and yang, like the light and dark, the light and the shadow. So yeah, I really do feel, because we're tapping into the past here when I saw that song, there's something about that. Oh God, yeah. So again, you see, because it's a light and a dark, the manipulative narcissist could be the karmic person that is bullying the masculine, whether it's a present partner and an ex, and it might not be like a family member at all or anything. Because I just, but and they might not be a mother. That bit doesn't need to come into it, but it usually does in this. But anyway, so but yes, I feel you're very strongly holding on to the masculine too. Holding on, can't let go, clinging, obsession. So I feel you're both obsessed with each other, but somebody's stuck in a situation. Well, that's a bit shit, really, isn't it? Right, okay, so let's put them back and see what comes out for the masculine if it's the same cards. Now, what will be freaky now is if pregnancy comes out, because that would make sense because I said trapped. Now it doesn't need to mean somebody trapped somebody, and it's not very nice to, but you would be trapped in a situation. Well, I suppose it would be, wouldn't it? Because you would need if you were felt trapped, you wouldn't have planned it. So I suppose it would be that. We'll wait and see, but it's just it hasn't come out for a while, and that's why I don't like picking up this deck because I'm like around fall. So something happened in the past around fall. So September, October. That's what I consider fall. We don't call it fall, we call it autumn, but oh, this card's a bit weird because that sounds in the closet sounds like I mean, yeah, in the closet, secrets being held down low. I think the secret being held is whatever, you know, lifestyle the masculine was living, and it was a facade. They're wearing a mask. Like I feel what it means is the secret was they're with someone that they're not happy with. feeling like they're in handcuffs. And I don't think it's the fun handcuffs by what's coming through. Putting on a front, people pleaser, hidden motives, weird behaviour. So actually, this is quite interesting. This is really coming through quite specific. If you're a feminine and you were kind of like, if somebody just sort of, I don't know, like again, that's the way they're telling me it. It's like if someone was acting a bit weird and shifty, the secret could have been if they ghosted you in October or something, that they had somebody else, like they had a whole, maybe it was a double life or another situation going on you never knew about. So that's why, again, that's specific. That's not going to be a lot of people because, like I always say, true twin flames, you haven't seen each other for years, and but it is common that you don't know what's going on in each other's lives unless you spy on them, which I don't recommend. Um, like just get on with your own life. It just drive you nuts. Like, um. Masculine spy, because they're trying, they don't realize that that's to help you spiritually wake up. And yeah, that's just the way it is. But if you're I don't need to talk to the divine feminines about this. They know. If they're in the same boat as me, you'll be fucking bored watching anything like this. You might tap in, but you'll click off and you'll get bored. Like I've watched things today and I've literally taken none of it in. Like honestly, I had to watch a video 3 times because I realised I was like staring at the birds and like sipping my tea, and I just literally hadn't listened to a word. That's what I mean about I just don't take it in anymore. What's the point? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So something could happen around fall, aka autumn in Libra season. So that is September, October. This is still the past. Something definitely happened in September, October, or autumn. Expressing conversation, unblocking, hearing your voice, call. I mean, what is this about? Because this is still the past. Did a masculine get in touch with a feminine in an October or something? Remember, this could be years ago or something. Did, oh my God. Oh my God, that's so freaky. Look, visit. That's what I was feeling. Yeah, so this is how you would, this is so specific. Like, you would know this is yours because they're saying somebody contacted you in the September or October, unless, remember what I always say, like especially because there's a timeline merge. I'm I'm going on to the present next, but I always say like just because I'm saying the past, it doesn't always it isn't. We can't. There's no way of me controlling that. Like this could be present. Like this could be somebody is going to call you and visit you in the September October. Unexpected visit, phone call, knock, riding by house. That's so weird that is so weird though that I was like, did I felt it? Justice, yeah. Someone's going to bring you karmic justice by the September or the October. Or before that. It's going to happen before that for some people. Legal matters, divorce, legal papers, court visit. Right, oh my God, I'm getting so fucking sick of this. So, okay, that makes perfect sense. Why there's the handcuffs are because somebody feels trapped in a situation with a bully, a narcissist. Hey, not my, well, it's not my words, it's what's on the card, but it is my words because these are all my cards, my signs for the narcissist. But I mean, a bully's a bully. So the masculine's either caught up with a bully or detaching from a bully, divorcing a bully. So it'd be quite nice if we don't pick up on toxic family at all, actually. But again, that is a toxic family because if somebody was married to somebody, they were a family, whether there was kids involved or not. So yeah, someone's going through this masculine's going through a divorce and they're sad. Now it makes sense why they feel like they abandoned you, betrayed you. They're hoping for a second chance. They're both obsessed with each other, can't let each other go because it's true love, you're like Snow White and Prince Charming. But it's hmm, okay. Anything else? Divine masculine, yeah. Just in case you were in doubt, the divine masculine. But they are, but all whatever this person's all went through, they are now the divine masculine. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the one I done earlier today and the one that's so bad that I can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. I just can't. The weekend's just been that fucking stressful. I can't remember. Whatever it was. The one with my favourite card, and I might actually just use that deck now. Um, that's what was coming through there too. I'm sure the one the other day anyway, it felt like a divorce. Don't know about today's one, but it would make sense if it was that too. But that appreciates you. They're divine feminine. Okay. This is and they're reminiscing about you. But they do feel guilty because there's that guy again. But you might be completely confused because you don't know. Lost, feeling invisible, avoid inside, running away. I don't think you're running away if you're the feminine, but I feel you are. Oh, that's pretty. Right, wait a minute. Let's just letting you know, enjoying you, good vibes, expressing love, enjoying you. That sounds a bit. Looking at photos, good times, thinking about you, dwelling. Yes, you see, that would be the shadow of Cancer as well. And yeah, and then there's a person feeling like they fucked up. That old chestnut, I think somebody chose one way and shit went tits up. And again, I don't think that was in a fun way. Um, I think that's quite good, and I think call, visit, justice. Yeah. Let's see if these show up. It's all about what shows up because when I put the thing around it, it goes tiny anyway. So to be clear, I the thing that says cancer that when I put the photo in it, God, innuendos left, right, and center here. Oh yeah, these show up much better. We're going with these. But the light is what's the light? Why is that kind of? You can't see the divine masculine card. And now I've paused. What's happened here? Oh, it's like on its side. What the fuck am I doing? Right, let's just take appreciation out. I think we can process of elimination. We can do without all visit justice. Christ, I hope that's no. Look, that could be. Oh my god, sorry to laugh, but I'm seeing it. That could be like fucking calling somebody in the jail or something, or speaking to them on the wee phone through the plastic. Call visit justice, and you've got a guy in handcuffs. God, what am I picking up on? I think it's an analogy. At least we hope it is. Because if it's literal, it reminds me of that other film that really makes me cry. It's not that hard when it's one of these ones. But it's again, I don't like to spoil the storyline of that. I couldn't anyway because it's too complicated. But he ends up going to jail, and it, it's not his fault. Like it is and it isn't. Like you have to see it, and then he pushes her away because he thinks he's doing the right thing, and then I think they're just getting me to talk about this so that I can do the same thing. I'm like putting it on its side. Um. I'd rather have them upright and then that kind of. Um, and he's like, I made the wrong mistake. I made the wrong I made the wrong decision. Like I made a mistake. So that makes sense that I've put decisions that change your life, instant timeline shift. So again, you see, so again, watch if you're interested in what I'm saying, watch Mediumship Monday to get the rest of this because it really does. Although the majority of that was me channeling a message from Emma to Tani. It was entertaining though, and it was fun. I do. Oh my fuck! This is getting on my tits. I think I'm going to put them like I've put these. Um, I did say in that it's like, yeah, that's much better. Why didn't I do that before? What was relevant to that? like it's about this. It's well, I was talking about the thing about when someone's doing something like what I'm doing, whether it's private or publicly, the way a message comes through, it's all you could interpret it wrong. Like the person delivering the message could well again yeah, we could interpret it wrong, but it depends who you see it. If I'm just seeing what I see, I am saying what I see. But it might turn out to be some difference. You've always got to be open with this stuff. I always say it's not an exact science, all of this, but like just like you could have a vision that is absolutely spot on, but it could be decades away or years away, or a knowing. If you've known someone from a past life, and you're so like that's why I love one of the reasons I love Once Upon a Time is because it's past, present, future. That's why even when they forget their who they are and they go back to the character, it's like when that those two that are the true love walk past each other, it's like they just feel like they know each other, because that is what it's like if you've had that connection with someone. And that's that kind of feeling, like reminiscing. You're dwelling, you're like I'm never going to get that with anyone again. Like, why did I let that person go? Like that kind of feeling. That's how the masculine's feeling. um but like I said, in that film that I can never remember the name of, if Heather comes on, she knows the name. The best of me. That's it. That's how I remember what it's called, because I think that was Tyrone that just told me Heather's best friend, the spirit one, because he says that she was the best of him. Again, another shit title for a film, I think. But it's that, so I feel that's going to be important to this message, that the masculine feels like you were one of the best parts, like the best parts of their memories, like the best parts of their life. Because he's like, could you give me a second chance? Could you fall in love with me again? And then that's when the woman's really sassy and she's like, how could I do that? But I never fell out of love with you in the first place. And she walks off, you know what I mean? And then of course they make up, but it's cute. And also there's red flowers throughout all of that. He's always giving her different types of red flowers because they're pulling me the roses everywhere. So red flowers or roses could be significant. Like this better be it now because significantly slows me up doing that. But yeah, I like that deck because it's like scary kind of detailed. Right. Um Present. Now, this is what we could do. Let's use the same deck. Except then I'm gonna want to change the thumbnail again, but oh yeah, boom, that's it. Because it's only tiny on the thing. That's perfect. Right, okay, so oh, around spring. So, present energy. Did something happen around spring? If it didn't, I feel the masculine wanted to contact you around spring and they bottled it, to be blunt. Or someone talked them out of it, or they didn't feel strong enough. Yes, the person that ghosted you. Disappearing, cold and distant, no contact leaving behind. Unless somebody disappeared around the spring, or you could have had an argument in spring. Oh no, no, it's not past energy though. But any of that could have been relevant. And Mariah Carey without you, I can't live if living is without you. So yeah, sad energy. So this person, I'm sure it isn't that dramatic, but this person feels like you're meant to be a part of their life and it doesn't feel right that you're not. So yeah, spring's important anyway. Maybe one of you has got a birthday around the spring or something. But yeah, right now you're still on the receiving end of somebody's not in contact with you and it feels like they've left you behind. Around summer, I think what they're saying is this person wanted to contact you around spring, they didn't do it. This person wants to contact you now, they still haven't done it. But we're still in summer, unless you're in Australia or New Zealand or something. Um, they've been building up the courage as the seasons pass because they're confused. Lost, feeling invisible, avoid, inside, running away. Why am I channeling the masculine when I'm still in the feminine side? It's because the feminine cards are the masculine feelings as well. Remember, I get confused when I'm doing this too. So, yeah, someone that ghosted you and left you confused. But you can see they're also very confused as to how to turn. That's basically, I think, why that's coming through like that. So, because I feel this is somebody like really questioning, like, I know why I done it, I know what my reasons were, but it's like I'm hearing somebody like, why did I not think this through more carefully? Like it feels like in the moment this person thought they could just pick up the pieces a lot easier than what they're feeling now. Like now that they have to do it, it's like not feeling that easy. Sorry I laugh, right? But appearances, humiliation, feeling ashamed. Like, yeah, that's how this person's feeling now. They're feeling ashamed of how they treated you. And you see, it could be because a lot of other people know how they treated you. Like, again, it could be one of these ones where somebody's like not being very complimentary behind your back, and now they're having to clean it up. Like, oh, by the way, I was talking shit because I had my mask on. I've taken my mask off, and now it's yeah. Like, if if this person's vilified you, they could have a lot of cleaning up to do there. But their insatiable, uncontrollable desire for you must have hunger for pleasure. So if you, in amongst this person feeling ashamed, they're also feeling very intense desire for the divine feminine. But this is strange the way messages come through, but I do get it. Divine feminine came out in reverse. So it's like I feel this desire and lust mixed in with love that this person has for you. Because they're going through all these confusing feelings of tying up an ending, it's like they're telling themselves they're bad for wanting you that, like, in that way. It's like, I don't know, it's like they're feeling like that's they're feeling jealous and horny is really what I mean. Really, I need to get that deck that says I can't remember what it says. It says something like, I can't think straight. If I act weird and crazy, it's because I want you so bad. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Talking about, my God, give me strength. Sorry, they're freaking me out tonight. And remember, it is just them speaking through me. But what did I say? Talking behind back, being envious, pettiness, attention seeking. Yeah, so unfortunately, this person feels ashamed because when they were wearing a mask, although they were desiring you intensely and still do, and very jealous if there's other people around you, they also spoke behind your back and, were quite petty and attention seeking and maybe even acting like a bit of a clown to distract people. Oh, this is a catch, isn't it? But that's not who they are now. Like they want the divine feminine. But they're definitely trying to contain some type of yeah, and there look, there's divorce, commitment in reverse, and then there's a guy again behind. How crazy. Look. That's it up, right? But there's no happy marriage there. Look. Guilty. Somebody chose the wrong person that caused a separation. Well, I'm sure the separation was already. But silence, longing for you, distance, confused. Maybe they're confused. Oh God. Yeah, the Shakespeare that was before I pulled the cards. That song. Somebody picked the dark side. Lost, invisible, avoid running away. Yeah, when someone wasn't like their best self, they picked a wrong one. Anxiety refused to give in, silence within, ghosted you. God, that just took a turn for the worse. But right, okay, so that person's feeling about shit, possibly going through a divorce. What do they want to say? Oh, that's not even in. Again, not meant to be there, but it's not a mistake because it's got a what in it. That's right, guys. It's got a lion and an 8. So 8 Lionsgate portal, but we're still in the Lionsgate portal until Wednesday. Fierce serenity. This person wants peace and they want it with you. Again, literally what I've just channeled with other cards. I'm resisting my desire for you. There was 2 cards that said that because it's too late we've grown apart and you've moved on. So this person might be finding it easier to lie to themselves and go into denial and say that because they don't have to risk rejection, which they're clearly not going to get. But I still like they're not going to be rejected, but people's fear can and egos can convince them all sorts, and shitty pals and whoever else. I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too late to reach out. Is it too late for us? So see how conflicted this person is. One minute they're saying we've grown apart and you've moved on and it's too late now anyway. And now they're saying I feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? Make up your fucking mind, mate. Do you know what I mean? So they're like, "Ah, surely it's too late. It's been years. But I mean, what if it's not too late? What if they're waiting on me? We've just seen you're both obsessed with each other in a healthy way. I don't think it's in a toxic way. I think it's like you both know the masculine finally now knows how important. They've always known how important you are to them, but now they know that it can be a reality. They didn't feel like it could before. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you love me too? Do you love me? That's the song that I met my twin flame to. It was on. It came on as soon as he started talking. Well, it was, yeah, it was, I'm sure it was as soon as he started talking to me, or it was like right after I'd finished clicking on it, that song came on. Something like that. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. So it's like this person can't get out of their mind, even when they try to and they go into denial. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. It's giving depressing, not gonna lie. So we're putting them down. But let's get where is the hot man cards? Where are the hot man cards? That's a good point. Oh, here you are. You see me. Now, if that horny card comes out, I'm gonna laugh because I've already quoted it. What's this? Why are they all? Oh, look, happiness here. Look, you've got somebody that's happy about your love, not. So, oh, maybe that's who got in the way. So that is a male silhouette. So for me, that's always like, a jealous friend or, oh, that's why I said shitty pals. I don't say anything for no reason. Because not everyone's got shitty pals, but whoever this group of masculines are, they have, or at least one shitty pal giving bad advice or a family member. But that's the silhouette of a male and the potential of a union. Happiness here of twin flames. Could have encouraged the sex addiction that somebody's put behind them with one of them. A ho ho ho, someone with a bad reputation. I hope that's not the person they married. Romantic affair, sex fix, secret lover, shady. God, it's not getting any better. Is that all the same person? Is that different people feeling like shit? God. How long have they been in there away from the deck? That's a different living in the moment. Right, okay. In fact, because I picked them up by accident, I'm tempted to. Where is the rest of that deck? Maybe I'll tidy this up tomorrow because it's driving me nuts. Oh, there it is. Right. Okay. What does a masculine want to? Oh, wait a minute. Is that where my wee favourite deck is? Why are they all mixed up? Where's the rest of them? Dreaming of you, nostalgia, fantasy, wishful thinking. Yep, I think you're dreaming each other, meeting each other in your dreams. Oh no, that's annoying. 'Cause that's not. Right, I'm gonna have to tidy this up. What a fucking mess. Where is it? So maybe this situation is a fucking mess, or it was in the past. Right. What does the masculine want to say? What else? You're worth more than a let on. I just saw him insecure, so somebody could have picked somebody out of insecurity. Like, so for instance, if they're jealous and they really have a hunger for you, they could have thought that other people were going to have that for you. So it was safer picking somebody that didn't feel that way about. Um, Hopefully there would have been an attraction, a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like it wasn't like the same feeling. if they lost it, the connection with that person. Yeah, this person wants reconciliation. I've been working on myself. So because they want reconciliation, they've been working on themselves. I've already got the thumbnail, but what else? The distance between us kills me. I knew you were the one when I met you. That is the kind of energy. It's like you've known each other a very long time and they knew it when they met you, but it scared the shit out of them and they've pushed what they're feeling down and then surrounded them with people that would also confirm their bullshit. So you can just act a clown and wear a mask and be supported by people that just want to be a happiness hater but make it look like they're being supportive, but they're jealous. Because loads of people do that, male and female, and even family and stuff do it. I want to kiss you. Yeah, this person does want to kiss you. And lots of other things I would say. Because your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. I'm thinking of you. I get nostalgic listening to music and I think of you. You are on my mind. But that's always my sign of Mary Magdalene and Jesus because the disciples sing the song "You're on My Mind." Can't believe they're singing it because it just says that. And oh, there it is. And see when you're patient, things show up. Oh, look, how weird! I'm not even. Well, maybe we should use that deck. I wasn't going to use this deck, but I've just picked up the card that is about an interfering mother specifically because look, it's an older woman standing in between two people. Wrath, anger, Mars. So there's anger about that. So I do feel again, it doesn't need to be all the same masculines, and this is the whole story. It's different bits for different people. But some the masculines it is an interfering because of synchronicities I've had. It's like interfering mother or a coddling or a smothering mother that has prevented someone from either growing up or picking the right person. Like they've picked another controlling mum or something. Um, Like, yeah, that's right. I meant to say partner, but you see what I mean? They've picked someone that's going to be a mum. And your partner shouldn't be a mum. They should, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think you want me to stress why, like the line I was hearing in my head, but it's like desire, lust mixed in with love. It's a bit of a weird kind of, but that is what happens with a lot of men and women. You end up being somebody's fucking mum. That's not very sexy, is it? Like, but that is subconsciously a weird thing that people do. Like being a fucking caretaker. Like, you should be looking after each other. And somebody certainly shouldn't be like, you can do this, you can do that, you can't do that, you better not fucking do it. Fuck off, do you know what I mean? That's why it's like, oh my God, no way would I want to be in something like that. We need to let each other go. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. This person, oh my God, if this is present energy, holy shit, they're confused. Because one minute they're saying it's too late, we need to let each other go. But what if it's not too late? And I'm confused about my feelings for you. I think this is a spiritual awakening because it's coming through really confusing. But again, unfortunately, see if someone's been manipulated, that's manipulated children, that's what happens to adults. If you've been manipulated from a child, you would be all over the place until you actually get the help for it. Right. Oh dear. So where is what does the feminine want to say? New arrival. Oh God. Right. So this is present energy. So my first thought with that is always like, a pregnancy or a baby or something. So there was already remember the deity for that was fertility. So basically, if you're wanting a baby, then that can be good news because this is a goddess of fertility. One of the goddess Isis is the goddess of fertility. But, that was talking about fertility and new arrival. So If you're wanting that, that's a good sign. If you're not wanting that, an extra, it's like an omen to be careful in the present. Um, I mean, of course, if you're in the celibate gang, you're being you're being as careful could be. But do you know what I'm saying? Like whenever this feels like this is happening and manifesting, be careful. Um, and I'm saying it both ways because sometimes when I'm listening to things, it's like, people are always like, oh my God, you mean it's like it's a bad thing and that's terrible because it's like we came here to create life. So it shouldn't, some people are actually meaning to do that. So I'm just aware that it's so. And then, of course, you've got the other gang that, trap people in situations to keep them because they think that that's the way to do it. But that's not the way to do it, guys. Right. So that's the way to wreck lives. Right. What have we got for the subconscious for the feminine? Yeah, you're getting like insights in your dreams and feelings and signs that this person's going through some kind of legal case or like an injustice if it's not legal and that they're making important decisions. Oh shit, that's annoying. Nah, we've got the thumbnail because I've put decisions in the title. Um, yeah, I think that came out reversed. I think you feel someone's going through an injustice, like you're having dreams and stuff about it and just downloads. Confusion, turmoil. You feel their confusion. That's cool the way they're saying it. Like you feel this person confused. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So we've literally not long come out of Cancer season. So something could be specific about Cancer season. My Heart Will Go On just came on, Titanic. So you've got a Jack and Rose kind of love. We only got to do it once, but it was worth it kind of thing. You know what I mean? And she never forgot him. A woman's heart is as deep as the ocean, as the old lady said, something like that. And she's also like, it's been 84 years. That get always, that's a twin flame journey thing, isn't it? It's been 84 years. I'm still waiting. Because we are all going to live longer, But hopefully people aren't still kicking about that age saying that. There was this man once. He made an impression on me. I feel we're connected at the soul, but he never came back. So I married your granddad. There's an advert like that about it's like a train and the old woman's saying something like, it's something very similar. And then she's like, ah, you never told me that about granddad. She's like, oh no, that wasn't your granddad. If it's probably too familiar for a lot of people. So the masculine in their dreams is thinking about you and the spark that you had and the chemistry. Spark, attraction, magnetic pull. So all of the memories that they push down from this life in the past, because this definitely feels like a group of people where you've known each other a very long time. And I feel not seen each other for a very long time, but you've never forgot each other. You think about each other every day. Um, that's why they gave me that, the best of me, because they haven't seen each other for 20 years and then they see each other. And it doesn't matter, it's been 20 years. Well, she still is unhappily married and she's went through hell. And well, I don't know what he's done. We don't really get to know about him. I think, I think if he's not moved on seriously anyway. They've just been in love with each other. And the masculines, this is subconsciously. So remember, if this is all going on subconsciously and having dreams and insights in their dreams, it means it's only a matter of time before the conscious mind starts thinking all of this. Like, can we talk? Confession. So the masculine actually could be getting insight in their dreams that it's time to talk. Like, don't just be telling yourself it's too late. You know what I mean? Like, because really, sorry to say it, but to lean upon the series I've been watching with the cowardly dad that runs away, like, you're going to regret that for the rest of your life if you don't find out. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, that's what his character's all about. He's a coward. He just keeps running away from everything. Like, so if you're feeling like it's too late, how about before you sell it's too late, or you're listening to other people's toxic things that don't even know the feminine, you just actually find out for yourself. And then you've both got closure, whether it's closure and moving on together or closure and moving on and uh, being happy. But I would say it's closure and moving on together, because if both people are obsessed with each other and then you get it, that's why it's kind of mental that it's like, how can you be in that much fear when you know that it's all going to be all right? But I do get it, because I've got clients, I help people with this, and it's a very real fear. But the chaser, attachment seeking validation. Yeah, again, they're just saying again, this person in the conscious mind, they are going to come in, they're going to start chasing, they're going to do something about this. Their desire that is very strong is going to override their fear. And when a desire overrides the fear, it's game over. That's when you take action. And everybody can get there. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo season. You see, Virgo season is around the 22nd of this month. So very soon. Something's going to happen before Virgo season for some people. That this person's going to come in and say they're sorry. I'm sorry. Guilt, regret, remorse. Right, okay. Feminine in the conscious mind. Your wishes are about to come true, possibly around Westlife's just come on. If I let you go, I will never know what my life could be. Holding you close to me, will I? Oh, wait a minute, we need to look at the lyrics, because that wasn't one of my favourites. Westlife were good, because all of their songs were good, bar a few boring ones. Queen of My Heart, I didn't really like that one. What's it called again? If I let you go. If I let you go, I will never. That was good timing. Right, okay, so day after day, time pass away, and I just can't get you off my mind. Nobody knows I hide it inside. Very relevant to the channeling. I keep on searching, but I can't find it. I think this person tried to find someone that was going to match this. They came nowhere close. The courage to show, to letting you know I've been felt so much love before, and once again I'm thinking about taking the easy way out. Runner. But if I let you go, I will never know. Yeah, that's bad. I just sang. What my life would be holding you close to me. Will I ever see you smiling back at me? How will I know if I let you go? Hello, that is a perfect soundtrack to what I was channeling, isn't it? Like, that's exactly my point. You're never going to know if you let the person go. And then guess what? You're walking around Tesco and you see your fucking love of your life, a fucking pregnant belly and a 3-year-old or something and a hunky guy, and then you can just go away back and cry your either unhappy family that you stayed in, or you're fucking away back and you're taught. You know what I mean? None of it is a good option. Whereas if you go forward, that's perfect. That's why I titled it before I started channeling this. Decisions that change your motherfucking life. I didn't put motherfucking in. It says changes decisions that change your life. Instant timeline. You can instantly change your life for the good or bad. Like another thing could be you're in an unhappy marriage. You know you've tried again and again and again. It's time to get a divorce. Yes, it's sad when children are involved. It's sad when you've even got happy memories of the person you want to divorce. But if you're arguing all the time, you don't like each other, or in some people's cases, you weren't even love in the first place, and whatever, you've sort of fallen together and you realise that's a brave decision that changes your life for the better. Timeline shift. You can both go away and eventually be happy, and your kids will be happier too. Do you know what I mean? It's all these kind of different decisions are important. You're in a job that you stay in because the money's great, but you're fucking miserable and you can't stand going there every day because you hate Tracy in the corner that's a gossip, and Darren that, what does Darren do? What could it? All these names could be significant. That just popped in my head. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you think, fuck it, I don't like it here. I'm moving on. Um, and you go and work for yourself. You earn less money, but you're much happier. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's life-changing decisions, and that's what happens in eclipses. But if you just think, oh, it's too late, they've forgot me, I'm not good enough, then you can just, it reminds me of The scene in Friends with Benefits when the dad that's losing his mind, but his memory keeps coming back, and he again see. I mean, there's a theme here. He thinks he keeps seeing a woman from his. That's actually that I know what. Look why they've given me that. He's an older man that's got two older children, and I think his wife is meant to have died, and he keeps thinking he sees. I can't remember what the name is. He keeps shouting out, and that's not his wife. You know what I mean? And it's someone he was in love with in the past, and he let her go. So that's the kind of feeling we're dealing with here. That either, unfortunately, sorry if you did do that, but because that could be some people watching, or it's it's an omen not to let that happen, not to be that guy or gal. But I keep saying guy, so I think it's for a guy. And then being drawn the thing up there again that says "I love you." Yeah, and then anyway, that's when the Justin Timberlake character chases after the love interest. And yeah, but anyway, the feminine's wishes and the conscious mind. Yeah, you can maybe feel that your wish is about to come true, but you don't really understand why, because you don't know what's going on. You've just got all these different feelings about things. Oh, there's and feelings. Robbie Williams' feel is on right now as well. Oh, wait a minute, I was reading that, wasn't I? Night after night, I hear myself say, why can't this feeling just fade away? There's no one like you. I said that. You speak to my heart. It's such a shame that we're worlds apart. I'm too shy. Oh, look, I'm too shy to ask. I'm too proud to lose. That's spelt wrong. Needs two O's. But sooner or later, I got to choose. And once again, I'm thinking about taking the easy way out. And then it's just the same chorus again. But if yeah, and then it's just the same. But if I let you go, I'll never know. Oh, baby, will I ever see you smiling back at me? I think that's the point as well. I think this person's scared that they're never going to be able to see you smiling at them the same way and feeling the same, desire and, love and warmth and stuff. And it's like, newsflash, that takes work. It doesn't take a lot of hard work. It doesn't. Depends what you see as hard work. If you actually genuinely care and love someone, never mind in love with them, because you can have love for someone but not be in love. But if you care about someone and you're in love, which clearly this group of masculines are, you would want to try and make them smile and make the effort and let them know that you at least care. To like come up with ideas to make the person smile. You know what I mean? It's not a fucking mystery, is it? Sorry, I told you my shadow was out. I'm here for it. Yeah, look, because the feminine's like, look, I'm a bit bored of this, really. Sorry, it's going to sound like I'm saying it. Probably is, it's bits too, but it's like, I'm a bit bored of this actually. I know my worth. I've had loads of patience, very caring, very kind under very extreme circumstances, and quite frankly, where a lot of people would have walked away years ago. But I unconditionally love this person and I have faith in them, and I do feel that they feel the same as me. But this is all very confusing. I know my worth, and I'm not about to chase after somebody. If they think I'm going to chase after them like I've got a strong feeling other people do, then they're going to be sadly mistaken because I am going to chase them. Especially if you did something like that in the past. Like if you've reached out in the past, I don't, this feminine's like, I'm not doing that. I know my worth. Especially not because it's like someone's ghosted you, they've wronged you. Why the fuck would you reach out to somebody if they've done no self-respect? Never do that. I couldn't care less. They're love of your life, twin flame. Do not taste somebody that's not treated you right. That would be people that don't love themselves if you done that. Regret, sadness, and guilt. But this is the thing. Like in a way, the masculine's being quite selfish if they say it's too late, and you know what I mean? Because the feminine is still in like sadness and regret that this never worked out. It can feel the masculine. Yeah, new beginning, spring that never happened. So something never happened in a spring. I'm sorry, guilt, regret, morsely. So that's quite interesting because that was the feminine feeling sad. and the masculine feel like there's a real sadness here. Look, distorted fem. That's whoever the look, whoever the if for divorces or karmic partner, that's like feminine energy in reverse. That's the manipulative female that got in the way. And to be honest, it might not be there. You know what I mean? It's we don't know. Actually, let's get the other card. Well, we do actually, because bad reputation came out. We do. They done something wrong, but it's the point is the karmic feminines have to be involved to learn to teach them the lessons. But let's just see. Can I move on with the questions actually? Because I get lost. I'm putting these bits of hair by my ear because they're annoying me. Um, hmm. What karmic lessons have they learned or learning? Not the right time. I'm overwhelmed with responsibilities. You see, that could indicate children feeling trapped with responsibilities. I don't have the time or energy for a relationship with you because I'm already in one. Or that I've got responsibilities, and exes. But yeah, it's not the right time. So someone's learning to balance their energy, feeling fragmented, balancing responsibilities. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart, and I really enjoy our conversations. All the conversations that you're not having. But whenever you, sorry, I had to say that. But because, most twin flames are in no contact. So, what conversations? Telepathic conversations. But I'm clipping the shit out of that. That was funny. But it's like whenever you did speak, this person really did like your conversations. Even if you spoke shit, they'd listen to you saying anything. Father wounds. My father is a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. Oh shit, that could be the happiness hater for some people. God, that just got a bit interesting. I have challenges with connecting to the divine masculine within me and externally. So yeah, a bit of empathy. If this person treated you like crap, it might be because we've got a dad here that, maybe doesn't treat women very good either. I mean that doesn't need to be really deep, but bad advice. It kind of, it reminds me of it. I don't always say this, but they always flash up. It's so funny. It's like the oldest episode ever. It's like 10 years ago or something, maybe longer, maybe 11, 12 years ago. But it was an episode of Towie, which is a UK program here. It's still going. But anyway, the guy was a big, massive cheater, right? He had literally about three birds at one point. Like he had one he was calling a girlfriend, he was sleeping with his ex, and then he had somebody else on the side. And we're all watching this, being easily influenced, thinking this is all right. Fucking whatever. If tomorrow never comes, Ronan Keating's on. But anyway, okay, that's actually yeah, that is that guy's dad, but it doesn't. This bit doesn't involve him. The sister was dating this guy, and of course he wasn't that bad, but he had slept with someone and he lied about it. And then, really, in my opinion, they were young and they just met each other. So I really didn't get what the big deal is. Like, they'd literally just met each other. She was probably sleeping with people too, but he was too scared to tell her. And so he lied about it, and then she finds out it's true, and she makes a big fuss like he's just cheated in a fucking 6 month relationship or something. But anyway, the point is that when that boyfriend is playing golf with the dad, the dad doesn't say very much, but what he does say is, you never admit it. Silly boy, you never admit it. So can you imagine that? That is like the dad of his daughter saying that to the boyfriend that's cheated. Like basically you shouldn't have admitted it. I thought that was disgusting. Like people like that, they should be ashamed of themselves if that's like I mean that to me that was like the lowest of the low. Like fuck it, that's what kind of made me think it was set up as well because she would then watch the episode. Do you know what I mean? But this is where I just think like whatever. I just think tons of people think that goes on. Whatever. It's just fucking weird if you ask me. But will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? That's really at the root of it. This person's worried you're not going to believe them when they tell you the truth. But again, you're not going to find that out unless you do. Oh, this deck's really cold. Probably because it's got all the toxic cards in it. Um, let's get to soften it a wee bit. Where's my cards? Because Oh no, that's the karmic lessons though. Anyway, what's the feminine want to say to the masculine? We talk so much telepathically, it'll feel so natural when you're really here. You see, that's a bit about the conversation. Too funny. And also, I can't remember the words to that, but if tomorrow never comes, that's a bit depressing as well, isn't it? Oh, look, he's getting run over. Do you know what I mean? That's yeah. That's what I'm always saying. You just never know what's gonna. You're the equal, the yang to my yin. So the feminine understands it. Oh God, there we go. Mum says hang up. Yep. So take whichever person's caused the trouble that resonates. Hope it's no all of it. It will be for some people. I can feel you thinking about me. The masculine already had the card. I'm thinking about you. I need to I need to feel your body next to me. The masculine had everything about desire. Yep, you're both obsessed with each other. Um and right, shadow work. Gonna hurry this up now because I need to eat my boiled egg on. Strictly speaking, I'm not meant to have olive bread until tomorrow, but do I give a fuck? No, I'm gonna have it because this is the first time I've ever broke my fast and not had issues. Um, it's not usually nice when you break a fast because it's like when yeah, but I'm proud of myself. So you got to be very careful when you're, doing that, and when you start eating again, it's quite a you got to think about it. Are you up to it? So definitely start small and work your way up. Cock blocking in reverse and ignoring. So I feel the shadow work, the lessons that the feminines kind of came up with, and that says ride the wave on the card as well. So I feel you're just riding the ascension wave and the craziness, but it's like I feel you have a sense of who the cock blockers are and the people that contributed to encouraging this person to ignore you, which has now left them haunted. Again, what the fuck is this with September, October? I don't know why, right? But I feel like a baby, like, I feel like someone could have trapped someone with a baby, or like a baby was born in September, October, or something. Because September, October's come out quite a few times, and then the person's trapped in an unhappy relationship. And yes, people do stay in unhappy relationships, not because of babies, like, and stuff, but it just, I kind of feel that might be the case for someone. Because that's Halloween, you see, that's when people do a lot of rituals and stuff. And what I mean is, even if people aren't into like actual witchcraft and stuff like that, it's like the energy is just really dark, and it's so it would be like a dark thing that people would do, like memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects, boss daddy. Oh God, look round and round. Yeah, look. So it's like a boss daddy is haunted. Stable, rich business owner, CEE, BDE. Cycles, triggers, and lessons. Somebody could be haunted because um well, of whatever, like whatever's happened in the past. Or, for some, because it won't be for all, that someone's haunted because they've got into a karmic cycle with a karmic person. Well, that isn't one that you can ever break if a child has been rated. Um, and one shouldn't want to. Haunted. And they're like, we said what we said. So yeah, not all the masculines are going to be haunted because of a child, but I'm like you said, I'm just noticing I said September, October with the full card and that, and then that's come up with the pumpkin. Something about October. Or maybe this person married the karmic person around then and they're haunted by that if they've had to get a divorce, but it all had to play out. It was karma. Like this person chose that path to learn the lessons they learned, as tough as they were. Kissing. Not my word, and this person's gonna be kissing ass, maybe coming in with flowers. Quite right. I would say if anybody had an ounce of sense, they would have some sort of flowers. Not many women don't like that. Girls allowed, I'll stand by yous on. This time. Because it's come through that they abandoned you, so I don't think they stood by you and was your best friend and all that in the past, but that's what they want to do. Trap, yeah. I told you. I knew it. Somebody trapped this person. That's creepy. Remember, because cancer is hidden stuff. Somebody trapped this person, either in the September, October, or they're trying to. Look out, guys. Or, or a baby was born then. Or somebody married some. So it's all any of these things, but and then look, so somebody could have trapped somebody and someone's like, I'll stand by you, even though they don't want to. Legal issues. Court judges, immigration lawyers. What's that all about? Legal issues and trap. And this person's got love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic, going through a spiritual awakening. Chaos, ego, death, downward spiral, spiritual awakening. I've already said that for the card. I said that I felt this person was in a spiritual awakening. Moving on, letting go, loving you, free. So again, that was that was shadow work. So again, this person could be free from all of this. Fucking bad luck if you're not. Do you know what I mean? This is fucking rough shit. Right, it's definitely Leo C. Oh look, the wee two of cups. Is that? Yeah, no, the lovers is on the bottom of the galactic deck. Galactic lovers. Reunited in the landscape portal. Right, okay, so what would help with inner union? That's so weird that literally not one person is here. But anyway, and I'm still taking ages. I've still took ages. Yeah, I knew it would take ages. Right. What have we got? So this is if you were to book a session, this might be what I'll help you with. Celebrations, union. So yeah. Are you concerned about a commitment? Do you have fears around social situations? Would you like to break free of the repressed you? Oh my god, that's what the whole reading's been about. So I would help you break free of the repressed you. We belong together. Mariah Carey's on. Yep, this person feels you belong together. They could see that now. I think they could always see that. They were scared. And fear makes people do crazy shit. And they're like, we said what we said, yep. So that's helping people with a lot of repressed feelings or helping you navigate union, actually. Because that's the thing. See, when you get into a union, it would be very weird if you've been on your own like years and years and or decades. Or like if you, yeah, just, or if, say, if you haven't lived with anyone before like that, and it's, or like, I don't know, it's whatever. Wisdom. Experience and failure lead to wisdom. Apply wisdom to a present situation. Learn from the spirit world and collective knowledge. So again, maybe one of you out there is getting a lot of contact from the spirit world and you want advice from somebody that talks to them every day, all day. We all can, but I am one of those people that can hear them pretty clearly. So look, Snow White and the Apple, which is what I'm probably going to go and watch an episode. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think, nah, maybe not this time. What no longer sustaining your new life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant or are you lacking in any area? Well, this person is severely lacking your love and they want it back. But they did bite a poison apple at some point in the form of somebody with a bad reputation that got them into legal issues and potentially trapped them. So they sound an absolute delight. Sorry to be sarcastic, but um, right. That's what an illusion is, so when you see the illusion. So, what would help with inner union? Falling in love. Sudden feelings that this is the one. What would help with inner union is feminine, keep visualizing the moment this person realizes and comes to face the music. Because they are realizing they have that just needs to manifest. And then look, you might even want to visualize the physical touch. Love language, physical touch. A tender touch means so much. So you can you can piece these puzzle pieces together, but they're all half naked in all of these cards actually, but falling in love and physical touch. So again, something A telepathic touch is going to become a physical touch. And all you've got to do is visualize it. Oh, yes, of course. And in that video, she's a bride running away. I don't even know if that's her. Is that her husband or is that another man? I think that's. I think she was made. I think she was about to marry someone else and she's running off with him. It's quite funny. I always laugh because whoever that actor is, I met somebody with one of my very first holidays. It looked exactly like him. But yeah. Oh, is that if I were a boy? It is. This person, I feel, trigger alert, but I feel someone's been mollycoddled, smothered. Oh, you can do no wrong. They've either, I don't know, I can't really feel it. It's like they've either had a mum that's kind of like done everything for them and they couldn't do no wrong, or a mum that was a bully. Maybe a bit of both, manipulative. I don't know. Like maybe it's like depends which way the wind blew, but and therefore it made them a bit selfish. But now it's like they're seeing things from your perspective and empathizing. So this could be someone that's had a bit of healing and inner child healing and stuff. Because that's really to me what that whole video is about. Like the whole video, she's the policewoman and she's the one flirting with her colleague and then coming home and gaslighting the husband or the boyfriend. But then it flips at the end of the video and it's quite clever and it's actually the guy that's the policewoman flirting with his policewoman colleague and gaslighting her. So there's definitely something going on here. It's unhappy relationship. It's a bit. Oh, it's fucking. I think it is mainly that this person's now putting themselves in your shoes. Like that it must have been hellish to be on the receiving end of caring that much about someone, as much as they care about you just as much as you care about them. But the difference is they haven't vocalized it, they certainly haven't shown it, and they've spoke behind your back. they've, they've definitely spoke behind your back because I said that the card literally said that. I mean that's sorry to laugh, but it's quite funny that it's just they do that to show you that I'm not talking shit. I felt it. Because the feminine does feel it. Anytime people have been talking about my back, I don't like to hear rumours. I'm unlikely to hear rumours because I don't fucking. I've not got anyone from my past around me. And the people that are still in my life that are real true friends, they're not gossips. They couldn't give a fuck. That's the way I like it. But when people are talking about me, I feel it. And like, because when I fell out with friends and that in the past, I'll never forget that. It was like I felt like I knew they must have been talking about me because it was like I was having a panic attack and I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. I just felt it was like I felt it was real when you're getting real psychic attack. It was like really intense. Thank God I had other friends like that were. My friend phoned me up and I couldn't even fucking speak. And the thing is, I hadn't even done anything wrong. That's that's the reality. And I know that's, cancer can be victim mode too, but this is true. That is the reality though. And that's what I said. That's when I saw that thing the other day that's like, it's, it said, when you're in the receiving end of like a narcissistic kind of thing, it's like, usually it would be like the one that's done something wrong is like surrounded by lots of people, and the person that's a victim might not even have that many people around that. Like, I mean, and then everyone's believing the other person because they're perceived to have more power, and you should be careful with that because it's. I think something might have happened here like that, like somebody's believed some sort of gossip or something, or that you're a bad person, and then it's like they found out it's truth, and it's actually that you were done wrong by other people, because now it's flipped to the scene in that video that I was talking about where he's gaslighting her. Someone was manipulated by toxic people. Right. Anyway, bit shit, but let's see. But that's because it's trauma. It's all stuff coming up. Right. So, what have we got for the inner union for the masculine? Exactly. Love language, quality time. Be the witness to each other's lives. This person wants to be a part of your life. They want to be witnessing all your different moods. They want to love you through even like this, they want to love you through your shadow in your bad moods and your good moods and have good times and bad times. And I should have said that I knew it, because that always comes out. Proposal, and they want to propose. Your romance is about to evolve to level up. So I don't, when I get proposal cards or engagement, I don't always assume it's a literal one because I always just think it's a sign of union. But with this one, I always do think it is a literal one. Um, so seems a bit mental, to be honest, with everything that's come through in this stuff. That's, they want to spend quality time and they want to propose. So this person obviously really has learned a very tough lesson. Um, Also, I can't really get my head around. So if somebody literally just got a divorce and now they want to propose, I mean, yeah, I don't know. You can piece that together. But yeah, they're putting behind material attachments, material people. They're not a material boy man, and they're not that. Okay, so I done it the wrong way round. That's fine. I've already done that bit. Right, what else then? What do we need to know about the future? What else does the masculine want to say? Oh look, just when I said they want to love you through all your moods, just the way you are came on. Just the way you I don't really like that song. But I've cried over you. Oh god, that would be a good one. That's the vibe though, isn't it? This person has cried over you and the decisions that they've made. Making a plan to come back to you. Don't stay in the planning stage forever. The portal's about to close. What I'm used to, but I like it. So again, what I'm really getting from this is I get now why I called it decisions. It's like the really annoying episodes I've watched of Once Upon a Time. You can either be like the cowardly dad that doesn't go down the portal with his son and then instantly regrets it, shouting the son's name, and it's too late, doesn't see him again for 23 years, right? Or something, 20 years or something like that. And then or the Emma that says I love you to the guy and they're both in love with each other, except he was engaged to somebody else who was really a demon in disguise. Oh, that's another thing. The episodes I was watching, they were really creepy. It was like it goes back to like she's in the modern timeline and she's actually engaged to a literal demon. So it's like she's been dating someone for 7 months and then he proposes actually, but then when she tries to break it off and she says she doesn't want it because she has to go back to the old land, he gets angry and he kicks a chair in that and he literally turns into a flying monkey. Now, because it's meant to be like wicked, right? But flying monkeys are gossips. So again, there's an indication here that somebody married like a lie, a deception. They could have not listened to others. That this person's a whole. Do you know what I mean? Whether they're a man, woman, whatever, whether they're a man, you know what I'm saying? Like this person's out there for the streets, or they talk behind your back, or they're in it for the money, or they're going to trap you, or whatever. All the horrible things that toxic people do. Um, I've heard they've slept with my pal. All these I'm hearing all these different things going through my head. Um, and I feel somebody didn't listen. And they've learned the hard way. And again, I don't know. I feel it's some kind of manipulation, like they couldn't see or they didn't want. I don't know. This is what I mean. You would only know if it was you. But I feel so much regret for everything I've said and done. Yeah, and that's like I said. That's if they've painted a not very nice picture of you. There's a lot of regret. There's embarrassment, and this is why sadly a lot of people won't go forward to who they want to, which is sad. And like I said, that's something you could regret for the rest of your life, and you could just be telling a very sad story to grandchildren about the person you never cheated. You shouldn't really be saying that, your grandchildren, I suppose. I suppose it depends how close you are. But yeah, I'm going through a lot. Okay, could we pick the energy up a little bit? Because I'm bringing this to an end. If we could have a happy ending. Actually, where's the wee man kissing the woman on the head? Oh, let's use the dirty dancing cards. So I'm asking something in my head. I'm not saying it out loud. I asked, what will the feminine say if this masculine proposes, right? And I got the apology card, so it's like I feel there's an apology needed first before things like that. I don't get the feeling when the propose it doesn't mean someone's coming in like, oh, could it be me? You know, I want to marry. I think what it means is that's the road that this person wants. But I mean, if somebody did show up that, it's like feminine's like, oh, if they apologized, yeah, they're my person. I still feel passionate about them. As long as they're not out there for the streets and they're only for me, then yeah, let's do it. Let's get married. Actually, that came on my Spotify yesterday. The sun, that would look. Oh, that's nice actually. Should have said that out loud, but I just didn't want to hurt all the masculine's feelings with it. Yeah, like look, that's actually really lovely. Look. If this person apologized to me and they really meant it, I still have the same passion I had for them when I was a teenager. And they would make me really happy. Nobody makes me happier. And I've never been able to move on from them because it's the fuck this card, but it's upside down. She's walking away, that would be fuck this, fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. Look, I could read it like this. I don't think so. They never apologised, or I'm due an apology. They're a player that was quite happy to be a player. So keep play on, player. Sorry, that was gold as well. Love it. So no, I'm walking away, but that's not the story, masculine. So look, past life lovers never got over each other. All these cards do say obsessed with each other. It's everything I've read. We didn't get Dirty Dancing, but we did get all the other cards. In fact, talking Dirty Dancing might be a Cancer Moon, and Cancer Moon's more about cuddling than saucy, spicy stuff. Cuddling and sleeping and food. Once again, minus the cuddling, I'm going to have not lots of food, unfortunately. I can only have a tiny little slice. I'm going to have an egg and I'm going to have a slice of olive thingy and a cup of tea. Probably not meant to do that, but I'm going to do it. And I want to I could watch it through here. I'm going to watch it through here. I do want to watch. I'm not tired. I'm going to watch Once Upon a Time through here, and I'll cuddle my fucking self. Right. Give us a tantra card. Ecstatic union. Tantric practices aim to create an ecstatic union where physical and spiritual energies merge harmoniously. Experience the ecstasy of true union. Let go of inhibitions and allow yourselves to be fully immersed in love. That's quite lovely because we've got proposal and we've got ecstatic union. So it could actually just mean that a union's coming. Eternal connection. Tantra teaches that connections made at a soul level are timeless and transcend physical limitations. Your bond and your partner transcends time and space. Your bond with your partner. Honor this eternal connection and nurture it with love. Basically, I feel I was drawn to pick up those cards because that's what this person now feels like. They're feeling all this passion, but they're also feeling the love. I think they're getting a bit overwhelmed with it and confused, but it's like they don't want to come in Knight of Wands, like a player, kind of like it's. Um, but we'll guess we'll just leave those masculines to work that one out for themselves. Just be yourself would be my input. Um, Whoever the fuck you are now, but just treat the feminines with the respect they deserve. As my one of my main guides is Buffalo Calf Woman. Again, I don't tell the story very well, but the gist of it is one man approached her disrespectfully, and I'm assuming he was very suggestive in that way, and he was annihilated. Lucky we don't live in those times. And then the second man that approaches with respect is successful. And as I always say, I believe both those men can be the same man, and that could be the second chance. And remember, one of the cards did say second chance. I think that's one of the ones I used for the title. basically it's like learning your lesson and and then it's quite funny too because you think about it, it's like although it was something totally random that was pissing me off like all weekend, it's not anything to do with lovering and it was things about disrespect and that and rudeness and I'm just like I can't fucking stand that, man. Just people with no manners, like just it's not that hard. Like it's really not that hard. It's not trying very hard, if you're rude as fuck. Like it's just you know what you're doing. Um right, okay, so what do we need to know about the future? Let's see if we get engagement or marriage again. This, I don't think I've ever had a live stream where nobody spoke through one of these. There's normally one person. How eerie. Right. Attraction. Divine soul counterpart attraction transcends superficiality. That's what this masculines have to learn. They've always been attracted to you, they've desired you. Could have been these ones where they've mixed up love and lust kind of thing. Um, But I just always think the masculine can't really see you as you are when they are in distorted energy. God knows how the fuck they see you. They fancy you, but maybe that it might just be that, and then they push down the. I really just I don't care at this point. But it's kind of like it's they see you differently when they wake up properly. Is the point better? Admire you, yes. It's time to think of everything you admire in your partner. That always reminds me of Pinky Promise. I was showing my youngest niece that. What were we saying? I can't even remember. I don't know if I was saying, are you going to behave? Like, not for me, it was like for your mum and dad. I don't think that might be something funny, like, can we watch all of this? Because she keeps, like, changing her mind through half of the film. But I don't know what it was, but I don't think, and the thing is, she didn't ask me what it meant, but she probably was like, what the hell does that mean? All true soul connections involve challenges that can become overcome together. Probably not. She's very wise. That's the same one that stayed the other week, and she woke up in the morning. The first thing she said was, I was having a dream about something, and then I woke up and she said something that I was dreaming about. It was so weird, but kind of magical. Yes, look at that. I'm going to read that again. All true soul connections involve challenges. From what I've read in this, if it's every fucking bit of it, that's a big enough word, that can be overcome together, not apart, not endless, not sleeping at night and obsessed with each other and crying in your pillow as whole again's on. You're whole again when you're together, working out the problems together, like grown ups. Because nobody else wants to fucking hear it because you bored them all with it. That was a bit of a joke, but it might be true for some people. If you're not the one, then what does my hand fit yours this way? 41, somebody could be 41 or going to be 41. There's a lot of that because there's a lot of people that are 1985. Um, but yeah, you can overcome the labyrinth, the confusion. Even when you feel lost, there's always a way through the labyrinth. Try to make it a bit happier, but romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. I'm sorry, I'm done. I've said that the whole way through this. It's why it's quite an annoying message. Right, okay. Let's let's go with one of these because I always use the same deck. I might still use the same deck, but let's go with one of these. What have we got for the new Earth energy? Seeing as we're a new, new North Node in Aquarius was what I was going for there. I was like, you're kidding me. See if I picked that card that had 41 on it. How weird would that be? Oh no, it wasn't 41, it was 42. Remember, because I got this deck and I was 42 the day I got it. And I thought, how fucking weird is that? That's so random. It's not like a 40 or something. But it's not that card. Might be on the back though. It's not that, but look what it is in the Lionsgate portal. A big fucking lion. King of Wands, look. The King of Wands. Someone's very passionate and ready to take action. And that when they're in alignment with the new earth frequency, which is not something unattainable, listen to one of my many activation meditations, the ones I've been doing at the start of all of these, done at the start of this too. You don't need to have resonated with all of this because, to be honest with you, I don't think many people really. It depends which way you look at it. Your story is your story. Like I always say, Would you rather have your story or someone else's? Because listen, mine's is a fucking car crash, train wreck, playground, all the kind of analogies you could think of. It's, yeah, my twin flame journey is a big fucking mess, I would say. Like as in they say in after, we're a mess. Um, but I'm owning that about me too. But it's kind of like, but I wouldn't change it for someone else's because I've heard other people's stories and it's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? So as messy or whatever as it is, you probably wouldn't want someone else's. Um, yeah, this passionate man, I'm going to say in this case, is in balance. All the people that resonate with this. But again, these that's what I mean. I flip in and out of. Sometimes it feels like a personal, but it's like you'd be surprised. Like this could, like it could make sense to like five twin flame couples or something all around. But I don't know. We're such a small channel. I just put out the message. But yeah, someone's in balance. But I will read from the book too because it will say something a bit different. But temperance is the twin flame card. So also somebody could have been healing an alcohol problem there as well. Um, right. The Temperance avian star being rests inside a starship's pressure equalization chamber. She must stay inside of the chamber until the timer's up in order to recalibrate her energy of the starship after traveling in space. Is there a part of your life you have just shifted and now need some time to balance it out? You see, well, if we tune in, if the masculines, not all, there won't be all masculines, but if a masculine's just had a divorce or went through a big breakup or a karmic situation, they need time in the chamber to heal. You know, it's an analogy. Integration might seem like it's holding you back, but this is where the magic happens and how you can up level with more ease and speed. That's not a coincidence, by the way, that in the comments of um where was it? Yeah, in the comments in the no, it's in the community tab when I posted the journey, I put, watch one and take 3 weeks to integrate. Some people will still ignore that. I've had people in the past ignore it. Stupid if you do that. Sorry, being blunt, but it is because you'll end up crying and you will be a mess because it'll eventually pass, but it's like it brings up a lot of emotions and memories and stuff. It's too much. So that's why I say it for a reason. Watch one because it's soul retrieval, right? And it let the energy integrate. You know what I mean? And again, if you prefer to have that with me one to one, it can be way more personalized than the ones on the. But again, as you can see from thank you to Nee's review, people get a lot out of those ones as well. But Tani knows how much you get out of a personal session too because she was thanking. I mean, again, that's not in the review, but she was saying that only every day. You know what I mean? She's from the minute she connected me, which by the way is only just coming up over a year ago. All the heaviness is just lifted from her life, and even though she's going through a heavy situation now, our loved one in spirits just came through and turned that around. That wasn't me, that was our loved one in spirit speaking through me. But I was the vessel that gave it, so I'll honour myself for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, so just in case people are resonating with me, it's big things can happen if you actually take action. You're blending and alchemizing your old life into your new life after the death card. Take your time and get to a place where you feel good before you attempt another cosmic ascension. I think the cosmic ascension for the masculine is making this a reality. Um, the art of ascension is the act of self mastery. In order to maintain a high vibrational state, you must cultivate inner balance. This is a time for you to focus on your own well being so you can continue to be of service in the world. Take time now for healing and integration. Because I spend time on self care, I am naturally harmonious and easily find balance in all areas of my life. And the King of Wands, and then I'm going to go. So thank you if you watched live quietly. Lots of people in the fields. And Eternity Robbie Williams is on. For eternity. This person wants to be with you for eternity. My karmic partner gave me an eternity ring. Funny story here. Sorry. We need to say this because it is quite funny. And I don't think it's a coincidence that we'd been broken up many years, but with manipulation and all that, you just, you're still Yeah, you're either a person that holds on to people too long, and I'm definitely, I wouldn't say I'm one of those people now. I definitely was that person, but after the very tough fucking betrayals and lessons I've had, I can quite easily cut people out of my life if they betray me and show me their true colours, because I'm not going to trust you again if you do that. Um, and again, always buffer it with my twin flame gets a second chance because of who he is. So he's fucking lucky if he wants it and it's there. Nobody else, quite frankly. Um, but and I think it's more than a second chance if I'm honest, but anyway, moving on. Yes, I was chucking the big bins out in the industrial bins in the supermarket I worked in, and the ring went right in the bin. It was a goner. And I had tons of guy pals in the supermarket. They made it dove in and got it. I went, nah, that's fine, that's where it belongs. That's that was my sign. Goodbye. But you see, that's good because eternity, you know what I mean? If you think about the meaning behind it, like, I want you're mine forever. I want to have you forever. I think the fuck not. I did like the ring though, but I was going to the fucking bin anyway. But it's bad karma. You know what I mean? Like it's you got to break that contract, break that energetic contract. Like, um, right. Where is this card? I'm sure it started to feel better after that too. I can't really remember. I'm sure it was. I'm sure it did. There'll be a synchronicity with that happening, and then me starting to feel a bit slightly freer. I can't remember. Gets hazy when you get older. The Lyran Starship Commander, the King of Wands, is a natural born leader with a big vision for greatness. You've stepped or about to. This is the masculines. Listen up, guys. I'm going to say guys because it did feel like I was talking to a group of guys. You can change the gender all you want, but I'm sticking to my guns on that one. I'm PC in every single one, and I'm not saying it when I don't feel it right. You've stepped or about to step into your leadership gifts and role as a leader. You're being led by with creativity and passion because it's the Lionsgate portal. Your magic is being the charismatic, visionary boss that you are, which is important because that person came through as a boss daddy that was trapped. So it's like they're saying, boss daddy, put that behind you and, step into your power. Others believe in who you are and what you do. You're a starseed with an important mission and a big vision for this lifetime. You might not know all the answers, but trust in your starlight as you initiate new projects and lead the way. You're courageous, passionate, with a natural ability to get others on board with your ideas. Stay focused now as it's time to take the reins and lead humanity into the new earth. No pressure. You're just one of the part of the twin flames that's a new earth leader. And by the way, I know that sounds really kind of serious, but we're all leaders in the new earth and we're all equal. But I really do feel for this group of masters because it's so specific. It's like the toxic karmic lessons you've went through. Part of your path could be like helping other men spot Jezebels and ho-ho-hos and whatever you want to call it, like before they fall into the trap themselves. Um, or whatever that whatever you've your unique wisdom could help a lot of other people. But also, I feel because this is my question about the new earth, you might not have stepped into that King of Wands energy yet, or you have, but it's going to get even more galactic, cosmic, and all the downloads are coming in for it because it's the Lionsgate portal. That is when we're getting all these strong light core energies. It's awakening people's soul to what they're really here to do. I am a powerful starseed leader with a mission on Earth. I trust my starlight and cosmic gifts to help me lead the way. And that's what I truly believe I will be helping a lot of men in particular with in sessions. More men, because I already help a lot of amazing men. Actually, one of those amazing men, who actually is a Cancer moon, um, if you do watch this one, then email me and let me know when you want that session. I'm looking for the email, but don't want to hound people, give people their space and all that, especially and also I just quite frankly forget. But just popped into my mind when I was saying it. Right, so for God's sake, I can't even get fucking the box. The lid's stuck on the box. So anyway, what day's today? Monday. Have a lovely rest of your Monday. Enjoy your Tuesday. And I'm just going to enjoy my Tuesday, sleeping and eating and escaping into Once Upon a Time, like I said. And then I will see you again on Wednesday. If, oh no, I did think about that. I can't because it's already, yeah, I will see you on Wednesday. I was going to say I might, it just depends, right? I'm gonna tune in because Wednesday could be extremely intense because it's in eclipse. I'm gonna stick to it. We're gonna do it. Fuck it, we're gonna do it. And also, before I forget, oh, that could get confusing. I usually do 3 cards on a Leo moon, but because I'm going to keep the paid options up too, because what I was going to do is I was going to, if you want me to look at your chart and see where the eclipse is for you and channel and pull some cards, pick the 30-minute option. And I'll still give you, you can still get the free cards that I do for other people too. But basically, if people aren't in a position to buy anything or even donate, like I do free cards once a month on the Leo Moon as well, when I remember. But I usually always do remember. Um, yeah, anyway, so definitely tune in. Oh my God, for the Leo one, which is on the new moon eclipse. And I think it'll be on 8 o'clock UK time. And other than that, I am definitely away to eat. And oh my God, how the hell did it get to be 10 and 1 in the morning when there's not even anyone here? This is what I mean by when I said to Denise earlier, like it takes as long as it takes. Like look at this, it's even taken a long time, and there's nobody in the chat. But that is how long it needed to take to get the message out because it did feel like an important one. So, interesting. Sending lots of love, and I'll see you later. Thank you for your support. Why have I frozen? Oh my God, I can't turn it off.